Our final speaker prior to the intermission is Umar, who is one of the loveliest human beings. Right? I bet you know her too. How many people in here know Noor? I knew it. I don't have anything to follow that. I'm just really glad that she has supportive friends. Noor said the thing that she does that she assumed everybody did is that as soon as she wakes up around 6:15 in the morning, her first thought is, what's for dinner? And that is followed closely by, why don't sushi restaurants open at 6:16 in the morning? Raw fish at 6:16 is a bold choice. She's going to be coming up here to talk about the noble art of talking behind people's backs. Please welcome Noor to the stage.
Thank you. We have been told that gossiping is bad. Some of us pretend that we don't like it. And more impressively, some of us pretend that we don't do it at all. But the moment someone leans in and whispers, "Did you hear?" Our ears perked up and a little electric thrill runs through us. The guilty pleasure of talking behind people's back. The word gossip itself conjures images of lies and negativity, but before we condemn it, let's borrow the definition from people who study this professionally. Psychologists define gossip simply as talking about someone who is not present. Given this definition, so is gossiping a bug or a feature of humanity? And why does it appear in every culture, every corner in the world as rampantly as AI cat videos? Anthropologist Robin Dunbar theorized that gossip may be the reason that humans developed language in the first place. You see, our ancestors lived in a group of around 150 people, and that is way too large to bond through physical grooming alone. So language developed as a much more efficient substitute, a way to service social relationships while keeping your hands free. Telling stories about each other allows us to form groups that are way bigger than other animals are able to. Basically, dishing the tea is our evolutionary superpower. And let's be honest, when you and I talk shit about someone, we implicitly convey that you and I share the same values and that we trust each other. In 2012, a study found that gossip makes people feel closer. But perhaps the most underrated function of gossip is how it protects communities. Think of it as society's immune system. Because the moment you hear from the grapevine that somebody has wronged someone, you probably make a mental note to watch yourself around that person. It is very useful to know who not to date, who's eating babies, and most importantly, who not to lend books to. In another study, the mere threat of being gossiped about caused participants to cooperate at significantly higher rates. Gossip doesn't just Gossip doesn't just punish bad behaviors after the fact, it can also prevent it. But still, not all gossips are negative. In fact, most of them tend to be pretty boring. In 2019, researchers at UC Riverside studied 467 adults, recording snippets of their conversation throughout the day. And what they found is 97% of the gossips was entirely neutral. Think, did you hear John move desk? And only 15% was negative because he got caught sleeping with Sally from HR. Have you seen this quote before? Okay, so the same study also found that poor, less educated people do not gossip more than richer, more educated people. So I decided to fix this quote for you. You're welcome. Now you can gossip guilt-free. But still, how do we gossip responsibly? Well, number one, we talk about gossip being the society's immune system. And just like immune system, gossip works best when it is based on fact. So stick to what you know, because false gossip can ruin innocent people's reputation and erode the trust that we're meant to build. Secondly, check your intention. Am I sharing this to protect others, or am I sharing this to smear Becky's name because she still has not returned my book? Third, focus on behaviors and situations and not appearance, identity, or personal struggles. That's just not kind. Don't make fun of people's name. And lastly, I'm not supposed to say this, but for the love of God, before you start gossiping, scan the room first. Make sure they're not standing right behind you. Between you and me, maybe the point is not to stop gossiping, but to gossip better. With accuracy, intention, and conscience. Because when we stop talking about each other entirely, we stop understanding each other.
Well, folks, we have made it to intermission.